Liverpool are back in action tomorrow night as they take on Toulouse in the Europa League. In today's video, we'll discuss all the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. That includes our plans to reportedly accelerate a move for a defender in January. There is so much to cover in today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys, I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Netherlands manager Ronald Koeman has declared Ryan Gravenberch's banishment from the Dutch setup is over, explaining when he could return. Gravenberch pulled out of the Netherlands under-21 squad from the September break in order to focus on his move to Liverpool, which sparked ire in the Dutch FA. Under-21's manager Michael Reisger criticised the midfielder's decision, with Koeman backing his fellow coach by leaving him out of selection for October and November. The 21-year-old's omission from Koeman's provisional squad for the upcoming Euro 2024 qualifiers against the Republic of Ireland and Gibraltar suggested his punishment would continue. But speaking to Ziggo Sport this week, the manager has detailed talks with Gravenberch and revealed when he could be recalled. He said, "Before the pre-selection was announced, I called him and said he was not there. But if he continues to develop in this way, he will join the Dutch national team. I told him that I want to do it in the same group as much as possible in the coming international match. We are going to qualify, which means we will have practice matches in March and June and then the European Championship. He is a midfielder who is definitely in the picture if he plays more. That was already the case at Bayern, but if you saw every weekend that he did not play or came on with 5 minutes, then it does not make sense to select him." With Nigel de Jong, technical director of the KNVB, visiting the XA training centre last week, the seeds were seemingly sown for Gravenberch's reintegration. It would likely have represented the first meeting between the officials from the KNVB and Gravenberch, with Koeman now understanding his reasons to turn down an under-21's call-up. "No, that's over," he said, when asked if Gravenberch would remain in exile. "Whether his withdrawal was understandable, maybe. I actually think that was unable to get to the matches for the Dutch juniors and that did not play before. Of course, there is something to be said for him being like that, but I think that we at the KNVB should never be happy if someone does not opt to go for a good reason. I was a football player, but you have to draw a line. We told Ryan we understand it a bit, but we don't think it's okay. If you're called, you must come." In other news, Liverpool exploring a potential deal for a versatile defender as the January transfer window approaches, according to Football Insider. The Reds are believed to want a defender who can star in multiple roles across their backline and not necessarily as a one-position specialist. A well-placed source has told Football Insider that Liverpool regard this search as key to their success this season as Trent Alexander-Arnold's role rapidly evolves. Alexander-Arnold, who broke through as a right-back, is more frequently moving into midfield for Jurgen Klopp's side as the German tries to exploit his creative ability. As such, Klopp is keen to bolster his defence, with left-back Andy Robertson out with long-term shoulder injury. The Scots' absence has highlighted the relative fragility of Liverpool's squad depth, and that is something the Merseysiders are keen to remedy in January. Joe Gomez played as a left-back and was less than impressive offensively as Klopp's side drew 1-1 against Luton on Sunday. Kostas Tsimikas has started in the previous 2 Premier League games, but was dropped for the clash against the Hatters. Paul Tierney will referee his first Liverpool fixture since the controversial 4-3 win over Tottenham in April, the Premier League have now confirmed. Tierney has not refereed any Liverpool games since the fallout of Jurgen Klopp's comments on his officiating over 6 months ago. Klopp appeared to imply bias from the 42-year-old off a series of decisions against the Reds, complaining after the game, "I really don't know what he has against us. He said there is no problem, but that cannot be true." The manager was booked for celebrating in the face of the 4th official, John Brooks, after Diogo Jota's late winner in that game, with Klopp claiming Tierney's comments while showing a yellow card were not okay. He was later charged by the FA and, after apologising to Tierney, was banned for 2 matches, the second of which was suspended until the end of the season. Tierney has been involved in Liverpool's fixtures since, but Sunday will be the first time he has refereed the Reds in the wake of that controversy. The Premier League have confirmed Tierney will referee for Liverpool vs Brentford, with Stuart Atwell appointed on VAR. Tim Robinson is the 4th official, Scott Ledger and Mark Scholes assistant referees, and Harry Leonard will assist Atwell in the VAR booth. In total, Tierney has refereed 25 Liverpool games, the second most of any club behind only Manchester City, with the Reds winning 13, drawing 8 and losing only 4 of those. There has been no shortage of flashpoints in that time, including booking Andy Robertson for his involvement in that incident that saw linesman Kostas Tsimikas elbow him in the chin during April's 2-2 draw with Arsenal. After another 2-2 draw between Liverpool and Tottenham in December 2021, Klopp told Tierney, "I have no problems with any referees, only you." Daniel Sturridge has outlined how difficult it was to break into Liverpool's front three during the infancy of the Mohamed Salah, Sadio Mane and Roberto Firmino era. The Reds' scintillating forward line helped lift the club's 6th European Cup and later ended a 30-year wait for the league title, with the famous three recording 427 goals between them across their Anfield careers. Salah remains at the club and will no doubt add countless more to his tally before his race is run, but his partnership with Mane and Firmino will go down in Liverpool folklore. Sturridge ended his 6.5-year stay in 2019 when the original front three were beginning to catch fire, and has revealed how the chemistry between them made it almost impossible to break them apart. "This is probably the best trio in regards to understanding of each other," he said on Monday Night Football. "You see, Salah is now still putting up the numbers, but I think they all had that camaraderie. While they knew where each other would be, the chemistry was there. I was on the bench, of course, I wanted to play, but I knew these guys had a vibe going. Sometimes with something special, you have to let it rock." That front three notched a combined total of 69 goals in all competitions during Sturridge's last season at the club in 2018-19, adding a further 57 when the Reds cruised to the league title in the following campaign. Firmino quickly became an integral part of the well-oiled machine that saw Liverpool lift every possible trophy available to him, meaning the former number 15 became restricted to minutes off of the bench. Sturridge added that Firmino was perfect for a false 9 role in Jurgen Klopp's side, and that his ability to counter-press made him a tougher player to displace. He said, "The counter-press was what Jurgen wanted us to do. I knew that. When it comes to counter-pressing, I was more of a dribbler and those type of things. Bobby was perfect for that role. I'm transparent in knowing that." There is a notable sense of deja vu in the Premier League as a remarkable stat suggests Virgil van Dijk may be getting back to his best for the Reds this season. Liverpool's skipper is enjoying a great run of form after a period in which there were question marks about whether his levels had dropped. The Dutchman suffered a horrific injury in the Merseyside derby back in October 2020 that kept him out for the remainder of the season, with many accusing him of failing to hit the previous heights in the years that had followed. As per Who Scored, Van Dijk looked to be silencing those critics, having once again been identified as the only defender in the league who is yet to be dribbled past in 2023-2024. The stat indicates that the 32-year-old is the only centre-back of 49 in the Premier League still to be on 0 in that category, having started at least 5 matches this season. Notable names of defenders who haven't quite achieved that feat include William Saliba, Mickey van der Ven, Thiago Silva, Manuel Akanji, although our personal favourite is the butcher himself, Lisandro Martinez. It brings back memories of Van Dijk and his pump when rivals were falling over themselves to try and find footage of players vaguely looking close to taking the ball beyond him. Liverpool fans, what are your thoughts on January and how many signings do you think we need to make? Let me know down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.